let's get started. So, you know, I always put the mesh in first. Okay, that's just a basic thing. Most of us know how to do it. I do have some videos on YouTube that show you how to put the mesh in if you want to watch those. This just, it takes up a lot of time, so I just pass by that. Okay, but let's pan down so I can get you looking at the table. Okay. All right. So, we have Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus. This nativity I got from Ross. I know they have them in different colors. I've seen people do different ones. I don't know if Ross has different colors, but this was the only one left that they had at my store. So if you want to check Ross and see if they have this one or different colors, I particularly like this one the best. Only because I know you guys are going to think this is crazy, but I recently had a dream of Jesus not too long ago, and he was actually wearing white with a red sash. So that's why I really like this one. Okay, so what I did, oh, bummer. And I looked online too, they don't do online, which is dumb. Okay, so what I did is I stapled a pipe cleaner down here at the bottom, and these are really tight at the back, right down here. So, I just glued some pipe cleaners to the back right here, because I really don't want to put a bunch of glue on Jesus. I don't really think he would appreciate that. Just saying. Oh, really? I don't know. This is the only one that they had. So, I don't know. Maybe that was a sign. I was supposed to have this one. Who knows? Okay, so I'm going to make a little hole for this to sit right here. Okay. And I'm going to go through here. Attaching things, as you all know, is not my favorite. Not my favorite. And we're going to put probably a bow down here as well. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I think I'm going to put a bow at the top and down here. Alright. Okay, so what I did is, you know me, I put mesh in the middle. So I have something to tie things to. They're all in satin. Well, satin's not bad. But, you know, velvet, I don't know, I like the velvet. I'm not going to pull extremely hard because I don't want it looking like it's smashing my mesh, you know. Okay, there, it's in. It's in, like Flynn. What I might do is I might just take, no, I have a little bit of mesh left. Let's do a red right there. So obviously you could see I'm doing it in red, like a cream color with gold stencil in it. And gold. This is my favorite gold ever. I got them all at Craft Outlet. Mine did too. I was surprised. I walked in, I'm like, where's all their Christmas stuff? They had like 2 shelves of Christmas stuff that looked like it was picked through already. And this nativity and the gold royal, I'm gonna put a gold right there. The nutcracker that I did today, I got from Ross too, and those are the only 2 things that I was actually looking for. And I was surprised there was only 1 of each left. Score! So, yeah. I don't know, there's not a lot of wreath makers in my area. I only know of one. And so, I don't know why they were so picked over. I'm going to put another one right here, just because I want to fill in this bottom right here. I'm going to put another red right there. Okay, just because I want this to be kind of filled out. Okay. Oh, thank you. Hey, Lisa. Lisa, I actually don't do the mesh in the live, just because it takes so much time. But I do have some tutorials on my YouTube channel where it does show you how to put the mesh in. I'm going to take this off. Nobody needs to see that, right? There we go. Okay. And you're not really going to see this part anyway. I'm going to pull that down just a little bit more. Okay, there we go. There, okay. Now, I'm going to put this on the easel, and then we'll get started decorating. Well, Lisa, if you want, I mean, it's really easy. So I just pull a piece of mesh that's about 17 inches long. I curl in the ends, how they normally curl, and then I scrunch it in the middle. That's it. That's how I make my... I need to get another screw in here because I think this one's stripped. I'll have to have my hubby do it. Alright, here we go. And then I'll pull you guys up. Okay, okie dokie artichoke. Okay. Da-da-da. Oh, there we go. Okay. There's that. I don't want you to be a little cockeyed. There we go. Go down just a little bit. There. Okay. Alrighty. Pretty. Alrighty. Move it over just a tad. There we go. Gotta love baby Jesus. Oh yeah, Lisa, if you want to just watch the my tutorials on my YouTube channel, it's in there. Okay. So I got this ribbon. I'm only going to use 2 ribbons. I got this ribbon, which is, love it. It's like a Quatrefoil in cream and gold. I got this at the at-home store. I think it was a year before because I didn't have it last year, and I bought like 4 rolls of it. Let's see. You see it? And I got this ribbon from Papermart. Don't forget, Papermart has ribbon and they have mesh. Isn't that pretty? Damask with glitter in it. Of course. When do I not do anything without glitter? Okay. Alright. So, I make my bows by hand, as you all know. And I am going to... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bow right up here, some tails down here, and maybe a small bow down here. I don't know yet. We can put stuff down here. I may not put a bow down there. I don't put bows at the bottom very often. I don't know why. I like them at the top. But that's just me. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it like that. Okay. So how I do it is I pinch it. Okay. Michelle, I got it. It's actually an easel in the painters department at. Let me put a red right there or something. Let's cover it up with something else. At Hobby Lobby, and I just added, or my husband added, a coat hook to it. Alright, okay. So I don't measure anything, as you guys know, and I'm surprised I'm doing this without my glasses. So this is about a 9-inch tail. No wonder I'm like, I can't really see anything. Okay, and then you twist it. Bring it up from the bottom. And scrunch it. Okay, you want to do the dovetail, the bunny tail test. And then I just take this and cut it. Just in my Bodabra. I don't ever use a Bodabra to make bows unless they're tiny, tiny bows or something like that. It's basically just to hold my ribbon. Okay, and to dovetail, you just hold wire to wire. And dovetail. Hey, Sally! You're welcome, Michelle. Alright, and then I'm going to take this red. And I'm not going to do the big loops with the red like I do because we've already got a lot of red going on. So I'm just going to do some short tails. Okay. Make a smaller loop. Okay. Twist it, bring it up from the bottom. This one likes to turn, so make sure it's turned the right way. Okay, it's a little bit too long. Okay. And I'm going to make one side longer than the other. Now this is a pretty cool trick. I love this trick because it's so easy. There's no pipe cleaners, there's no zip ties, there's just, you just take it out of the Bodabra and you stick it in the wreath. That's what the ties are for. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I need it right here. So I know there's a tie right here with the mesh in it. I'm just going to use that. Okay, so you just take it out of the Bodabra, stick it in here, and twist it. Voila. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I can see that this is too long. And just pull it. That's the other thing I like about the ties. Okay, so then we're going to take this, we're going to pull this under. Okay, make this go over here, make this go over here, and we're just going to pinch it. Okay, now you don't want to pull it straight down. You want some slack. Okay, so add some ties. Okay. And then, hold on. That didn't work out like I wanted it to. Hold on. There. Down just a little bit further. It was too far up, so it was making this weird, it was weird. Okay, there we go. And then you could push in the tie. That. It likes to get scrunched up at the top, so just pull it like that. Okay. And I will turn it around and do this side. Try to make it as even as possible. Some ties. And don't worry, we're not going to hide baby Jesus. No hiding Jesus. Okay. So, then, I'm just going to kind of pull these up like that. Does not want to come up great. Hold on, hold on. Oh, that's right, you got the purple one, huh? I love the purple. I'm surprised that I haven't sold as many purple as I have. Oh, speaking of, you guys, if you're looking for jewels, I do have them in my shop. I got the hot pink, the baby pink, light blue, the sapphire blue, gold. Let's see. Take this and kind of put this up here. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. Alright, so I'll put that one like over here. Sometimes you just gotta, there we go, mess with it. And I think I'm just gonna cut this one. There. I'm gonna put stuff in the middle too, so there. Okay. Now I'm gonna do, you want all the colors? You know, I am not a pink person by any means. However, I'm gonna cut the bottom of this because I don't like how shriveled up it is. But I really love the baby pink. It is. But you know, they're good for the pink and the red and the fuchsia is good for, and the gold is good for Valentines. Now is a good time to start stocking it for Valentines. Just saying. Yes, Easter, Valentine, spring. Alright, so let's see. Put this one up here. I think what I'm going to do is the other one. I'll save that one. Oh, I know what I need that for. I need it for a tail down at the bottom. Okay, so it's going to be about, if you're measuring, it's about 14.5. I love all the jewels. Love them. Love them, love them. You know, but you know me. I'm all about the bling, right? All about the bling. Okay, so I'm going to go like from here all the way straight down. And there's perfect right here. And then what I do is I just kind of push it in. I love this ribbon. Okay. I think the ribbon takes the longest part for me because I'm just so particular. But once I put the ribbon in, it's like done. Okay, so I'm gonna cut. I'll just dovetail it. Like I'm going to cut the end off of here just because it's creased from being folded. Alright, so I'm going to actually make a loop. Okay. And long. Okay, I think I'm going to put this right here. that one. Loving it already. And I think I'm going to put some red, maybe some red tails up there. Okay. I need a little bit. Now we're getting some more gold. Yeah, I was thinking that, but I was like, well, we've already got a lot of gold going on, so I figure with the gold in here and the red with that is good. Okay, so again, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Pinch it, make a loop, pinch it, okay. Turn this way. And of course, it's got glitter in it. Okay, so I'm going to put this one right here. Kind of stay out of your way so you can see. Dovetail. Enough of that ribbon. So I think I'm going to add some red tails. Okay. Alright, so it's hot in here. It was hot today. It was almost 80 degrees today here in Colorado. What's it like where you guys are at? Is it hot where you guys are at? Is it cold? Are you guys getting snow? Hey Twyla, here's a Rosario, how are you? Okay, so I'm just going to dovetail these ends. And, sorry, as you guys can't see, isn't it pretty? Oh, pretty. Okay. Just going to put this right here. And I like to shove mine in because it makes the tail stick out a little bit more. I think what I'm going to do, I have an idea for the bottom. I'm just cutting them by about 14 inches, 14 and a half inches. 70s, hot. Because you're in Georgia, right, Michelle? It was hot there in Georgia today? Yeah, it was almost 80 degrees. It was, let's see, it was 32 degrees this morning. So I started a fire because it was cold. It was like 61 degrees in the house. And then it ended up being 75 today. I'm like, holy cow, it's hot in here. I hate being hot, so I'm kind of a baby when it comes to that, you know, I don't know. Okay, that. I'm going to, let me see, I have an idea for the bottom. I'm going to add some at the bottom too. I'm going to add I'll put this one like right in here. You can see. That's too low. Too low. Okay, let's see. I need it like right over here. Well, let me do this. Let me take this one out. You know how it is with designing, guys. You just go along with the flow. And then I can't. There. I couldn't find the end. Just pulled it out. There we go. Okay. We're having fun. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. That gold. There we go. Okay. Woo! That was a good doozy. Thank you. What? Oh yeah, Lisa, I know. It's no worries. Okay. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you, Rosario. I appreciate it. Okay, so then I'm gonna put one up here. Like that. Okay, like that. Okay, one more. Two more. Sorry. Then we get to put all the fun stuff in. Right? All the goodies. I mean, it's not like ribbon's not fun. I mean, come on. It's ribbon. It's ribbon. Okay, so I want to kind of go right across from the other side. And pull this up just a tad. Okay. I'll mess with my ribbons later to make it perfecto. Okay, last one, and then we get to put all the fun stuff in. Okay. Yeah, so don't forget to check Papermart. They've got some really awesome ribbon, and it's not very expensive, and this is really good ribbon. I mean, this is a red canvas ribbon with a flocked velvet damask and glitter on it. So people always forget. I mean, people always go to like Craft Outlet and stuff like that. Hey, Julie. Let's see. That and turn that. There we go. Voila. There we go. Pretty. Look at all that nonsense. Okay. I could keep adding more ribbon, but I'm not gonna, because I don't want it to get too overwhelmed. But we're gonna add some goodies in here, because you know me, I like a big fluffy wreath. Okay, put this right here. You gotta have Jesus. Ribbon, I know, ribbon, right? Oh, thank you, Pamela. That's why I wanted most of the gold down here instead of, because I have a lot of red mesh up here. So I'm like, you know, I really don't want to put this up here because I got a lot of red mesh going on up here. Even though I tried to make it even, there was more gold down here. So I'm like, well, I'm going to put it down here, but up here, you know the drill. Okay. So, I've got, let's see what we can put in here. I've got a big red poinsettia that I thought about putting in here. I don't know if I'm, well, maybe I will. And I can put it at the top. This is just leftover from something. You know, just something. I got some flowers we're going to put in that were left over from my chandelier that I made. I'll put some of those in. I'm not going to put this in. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I just want this. I was thinking about putting it right up here. Glittery red. Poinsettia. Okay. I think I'm going to cut the end of this just a tad. Alright. Sorry, I know that was probably kind of loud, right? Okay, take the middle. Just kind of put it right here. Come on. You know you want to go in there. Not where it needs to be. It's not cooperating. Oh, you had a second hand. It's another set of hands right there. Hot. Sticking the finger in the. Get in there. I win. I win. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit, so that way it can just it'll stick. I do like the ribbon from Papermart. Well, it depends. Most of the ribbon I have gotten from Papermart is really awesome. Some ribbon, you don't really know unless you get it, but most of the ribbon, I would say 95% of the ribbon that I've received from Papermart is pretty good quality. Like I said, this is, you know, a really thicker ribbon, canvas. So, alright, now, I got some of these. I want to kind of stick in there real quick. I got these from Hobby Lobby, and I used these in my Nutcracker wreath earlier today, so I figured I'll just use them in these. Let's see. I'll put one here, and here, and down here. Okay? So we're going to have two on this side, one down at the bottom. I don't take the little thing out where you hang the hanger. I just glue it. Just glue it. Okay. Yeah, push it. Push it. Okay. You could put some red bulbs in here. You can put some, I wouldn't put white, because it's got white in here. I like the cream because it makes this white pop. And let's see that one here. Do one up here. And it's okay if you see some of the evergreen. I mean, after all, this is a Christmas wreath, right? It's Jesus' birthday. Okay, so I got that one. And then I'm going to put this one down here, like that. I'm going to kind of move these while there we go, while the glue is hot, or it gets stuck. Yeah. Now we've got some roses. I'm going to start with these. I got these red roses. These are velvet with gold glitter. And these cream with a little bit of like a pink color with gold glitter from Wreath Supply outfit. No. Wreaths with, I don't know, Wreaths with Love or something like that. I don't remember the name of it. One came off. Alright, where's the thingy? That's okay. We're just gonna set it. I'm gonna set this one right up here. Oh, now that's gonna drive me crazy. Help me out. What is the name of it? Anyway, I got them last year, so I don't know if they would still have them or not, but they're gorgeous. Okay, there we go. This up here. Okay. Alright. Okay. You can even put some of these leaves in there if you want to, because they got a gold tint to them. I don't want the leaves in there. Well, let's see. It looks like with the leaves. And these are pushers. Let's see. You can put the red with the gold and put the gold with the red. Like that. Okay. I think I like the leaves in there. Gives it some more contrast. This is very glitzy. I love it. Bling, bling, bling. Right there. And I'm not going to put anything right here because I don't want anything to take away from Jesus. Okay, let's see. Let's put a couple of red. I like the greenery in here too. Aren't they pretty? So pretty. These also have the gold leaves. I'm going to push those up. Hey Patricia, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to put this one like right here. I don't know if you can hear, my husband's in the shower and he's singing. I can hear him from here. That's so hilarious. Oh my god. Wow. Can you guys hear that? He's such a goofball. Okay. Tell him, by the way, I could hear you singing in my craft room, so could you kind of tone it down? It's funny. Oh, it's hilarious. Okay, so I'm actually going to take some of these. I love these. And I'm going to put them like right here. That's pretty. I'll just take this out. Okay. How was your guys' Halloween? Did you guys have any parties or? I'm not going to use these ones. I'm going to keep these for something else. I know, right? Can you guys hear him? You can hear him, Michelle? Like, this house is small, you guys. It's only 1,400 square feet, so it's not like, you know, I have a 2,500 square foot house and 2 stories, and so the sound carries in my house. So I just kind of have to deal. Okay, let's see. I think that might be. Let's do some red over on the side. You don't want to forget about the side of your wreath. Okay. I'll put one over here. Big red one. Oh, you know, you gotta love them. You gotta love them. Wreaths of Joy. That's what it was. Sorry. Hey Deb, how's it going? Hi Mom. Love you. We didn't have any trick-or-treaters either, Susan. We live out in the middle of the country, as I'm, you know, if you guys have watched any of my videos, you guys will know that, but we didn't have any trick-or-treaters because our houses are too far apart. So, alright. We're working with baby Jesus, Mom. Mom, remember that dream that I was telling you about, that where I had that dream about Jesus and he was wearing white with a red sash?
Everybody's fucking graduating, everybody's fucking old. There's no more kids around.
Oh, no, he's on the phone. Sorry, guys.
That's funny.
Sorry. I know you guys can hear him. He's out of the shower now, if you haven't noticed. Okay, I'm going to cut this one off the stem and save it because I don't think I'm going to need... Well, I think I'm going to put some white ones down here.
Terry does that.
Holy cow.
Yeah, Terry does that shit to it.
I can hear you.
Now it's just starting to get on my nerves. Okay. Alright, so I may use some of these leaves. I don't know. Like, I can put this one. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna cut this one also because this one kind of came off of here. There we go. Okay. I want to do makeup like one of my Halloween. You should! You should. Okay, so I think I'm going to put those over here. I'm going to put like 2. Then I'm going to cut these ones off and save them because I'm not going to save this whole stupid stem. I can get rid of it. There we go. Okay. Put that in that pile. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick some right here. I'm going to kind of bend it a little bit. I'm just laughing at you. Let's see, we can all hear you in the shower. Watch it. laughing at you in here because we can hear you singing in the shower. He's like, great. Well, alright, there we go. So I think we are done with that. Okay, we're done with the flowies. Alright. I'm gonna take a look at it here and see where we are. Hey, Dad! Thanks, Dad. Love you. Thanks, Pamela. Thanks, Michelle. Okay, so I'm just going to keep that in its own little pile. So, we got some of... You know what? I got some of these. I thought these would be kind of pretty, but I don't... No. But I do have some of these. Let's see what these are like. Oh, okay, so I can take these apart. Good, okay. Yay! I got these at the at-home store. So if you guys do not have an at-home store where you are, they are... Dad gives approval. My mom and my dad are my biggest cheerleaders. They are. I think my mom has actually bought 3 or 4 of my wreaths from me. So... Alright, so I'm going to kind of stick this right up in here. Okay. And let's see, where am I right here? There we go. And I'm going to start sticking some around the flowers. Okay, like right down in here. It's not going to stick well. Okay. So if you can get 3 off of, you know, 1 stem, this would go far. But I think I'm also going to kind of take some of these apart and stick some right up in here. I'm too short. I'm vertically challenged, people. Okay. Oh, I know you want to go in there. There we go. Alright, there's that one. And I'm going to put one. Okay. We're getting there, guys. You know me, I take my time when I do my wreaths. So, I've tried. I've actually done a wreath in 50 minutes. And that was pushing it. Have a good night, Susan. I appreciate it. Oh, Michelle. Yes, you are my other biggest fan. Good night, Susan. Okay. So, just gonna kind of start cutting these. I want to kind of cut them down here right before the stem meets the flower. So like right here, the flower, whatever, you know, whatever it's called. Okay, I'm going to stick that one right there. Now, if you're not familiar with placing flowers, one thing I would suggest doing is practicing. Okay, so what you could do is you could take some like Dollar Tree florals, since they're cheaper, and some of them actually don't look that bad, and put them in, you know, a wreath and see and practice with them. Okay, there's that one. My husband's so funny. Great. I told him, I said, just so you know, everybody can hear you singing in the shower. He goes, great. Just great. Well, I don't know what to tell you. It's not like this house is real big, you know? Okay, I want to kind of stick this one like right here. There we go. Or like right here. You don't want to forget the side of your wreath. People do look at all sides. Okay. Then I got some red ball and some white berries. Let's see, I'm going to put this one like right here. Yeah, we don't have, like I was saying earlier, we don't have trick-or-treaters out here. Which is, I guess is fine, because I guess, you know, that would be less candy that I have to eat, right? Right. That's in there backwards. You can tell by the spine. Okay. Figure that much out. There we go. Oh, thank you, Donna. I appreciate it. Yeah, once you glue it in, that's it. So you want to make sure that you place your flowers or whatever you're putting in before you glue it, because once it dries, you're kind of screwed. Okay, I'm going to kind of cut that up. Okay. Let's see. Put some right down here. If that's the case, I'm going to cut that then. I've been doing this for a while, so I can try and tell where they need to go. But don't be scared to work with flowers, you guys. I put flowers and greenery or sprays or whatever in all of my wreaths, just because it gives it that whimsicalness. Especially in spring, I use flowers in every wreath. It actually looks fantastic. Thanks, Dad. It's so funny. Okay, I'm just gonna actually cut this off because they're both facing in weird directions. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going down the side of the wreath. Okay. I might only have to use this one. That would be kind of nice, because I can use that for... I like to use this kind of stuff too for Valentines. So, just a tip, if you guys are going to be using evergreens like I do, seeing how Hobby Lobby has got 60% off right now, I would definitely suggest stocking up on their evergreens. This is a 24-inch evergreen. Let me see if I still have the label. Here it is. I don't know if you can see this. There you go. Woo! So it's you could probably, they were supposed to have them online this year, but they didn't. Liars. The number's 482356, because I actually emailed corporate and I'm like, are you guys gonna have this online? Yeah, we're gonna have them online this year. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Did not. Okay, so I'll put this one like right down here. So he's watching football now, so if you hear screaming, That's why. Okay, I think this one. Okay, let's see. This one. Let me do some right here. I need a longer one. Okay. Right? Why are your pants on fire? Okay, so I'm gonna try to stick this one right here. Okay. Also, since they do have 60% off, now is a good time to stock up on stuff for Valentine's. Gold, reds, pink. Okay. Tips. Giving you tips. That's what I did last year, so I have a bunch of stuff for Valentine's. Alright, let's see here. This one right here. Bunch of Big Bang Theory. Sorry. Like I said, our house is not very big, and you can kind of hear everything. But, you know, that's life. We live here. It's my house. You're building a battle axe, Dad? I thought you had one of those already. Didn't you build one of those already? Wasn't that one of the things that was on the wall when we were kids? You know what? I think I'm going to put this one, this little one, right here. Ta-da! Okay, that's looking fabulous. Alright, so I'm not going to put any more red in it, I don't think, but I am going to put some white. I had some of these. These are perfect for Valentine's Day. They have the red velvet swirlies, and when they have the red velvet balls. Okay, they also have these in the black, which would be good for Valentine's Day. And these would be good for Valentine's Day. I was going to use some of this, but we don't need it. Valentine's Day. I'm saying Valentine's Day a lot because the middle of December is when we all, as designers, start working on Valentine's. Just saying. You gotta get prepared. Because I hear every year, so many people are like, everybody's out of stock of everything. Well, you kind of waited till the last minute. Even if you have to buy a little bit at a time. You know, buy 2 things here, 2 things there. It adds up. Yeah, he is a, he used to work in a machine shop. So when we were kids, he would make big swords and knives. And in fact, I have one that he made for me in the other room. I still remember the time that he, I don't know what happened. I can't remember. Something happened. It was in the middle of the night or something, and somebody came knocking on the door or something, and Dad was running down the street with a battle axe. Oh, good times. Oh, alright, so I'm just gonna kind of stick this right there. You know. I'm going to put this one right at the back there, just because there's a little gap there. There's nothing there. And come on. Get in there. There we go. Where from? What do you mean? Where? Oh, where am I from? Portland, Oregon is where I'm from. Well, it's a little suburb. Well, I was born in Portland, Oregon, but we moved to a little suburb called Beaverton when I was about 9 years old. But it's only like 15 minutes from downtown Portland, which used to be a nice place to be, but the governor kind of jacked that up. Don't even get me started. Okay. I'm just kind of cutting these off. So these were $1.99 in the Christmas section. So 60% off of that is less than $1, right? Okay, let's kind of put this one like right back here. We're almost done. I just got to put these in and we'll be done. So hang in there with me, guys. Stay over there. This ribbon does not want to stay there. There, okay. Oh, where are the attachments from? You mean this? The Nativity is from Ross. Girl, I cannot read your mind. Okay, there you go. There's that. Got some white back here. Right back there. I just grabbed whatever I had because I didn't know how many I was going to need. So far I've used 2. Yes, Ross for the Nativity. I wish Ross would have an online because I looked and they don't show you any products online that they sell. You just kind of have to go in there and hope that they have it, which is not fun. Mine looked like it was like really picked through, so I don't know, it was just, this was the only Nativity that they had, which is fine with me because the red and white is the one I wanted anyway, and the gold nutcracker that I used earlier today. Y'all, that wreath is so fun to make, and it took me an hour and 15 minutes to make that nutcracker wreath. Well, I didn't use any mesh either, so that kind of helped. What was I going to say? Oh, I made the base of that wreath with a flocked garland. So I am going to, tomorrow hopefully, put, I'll put this one right here maybe. Yeah. Tomorrow hopefully I'm going to do a tutorial that I'm going to put in my shop of how to make an evergreen base with a garland. Because sometimes you can't find the evergreen bases, right? So if you can get a garland for cheap, you can make a base out of it. How awesome is that? Okay. You know what? I think. Let me take a look. Sometimes you gotta step back and take a look. Let's see. I want some right behind there. So I'm gonna cut this big one off right down here. Chicky. I swear, dogs know. Dogs know when you go live or on tutorial. Oh, you're trying to record something? Let me bark. Let me bark. I swear. Yes. Flowers I found last year at Wreaths of Joy. And the picks and sprays I got from Hobby Lobby. There we go. Oh, come on. This came off. Here. And these flower petals bend. Got wire in them. That's nice. Okay, let me see. I think we're done. I think we are done, people. Push this back a little bit so you can see. What do you guys think? I'm thinking you, Dizzy. There we go. I think it turned out really pretty. Like I said, I didn't want anything being in the way of this, of baby Jesus. So I think it turned out really pretty. Love the red and the gold. Red and white are my colors this year. Red and white. Hold on for a second. There's a big, let me just, if you see a big green spot right there, just move your mesh in front of it. There we go. There. I mean, like I said, it's an evergreen anyway, so nobody's going to care. Pretty! Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Pamela. Alright, y'all. So, I think there. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to be making this week. So, I don't know. I've got a bunch of different, I've got a white church that I want to do. I've got those big light bulbs ones, the red and the green that I want to do. Let's see. I've got some, well, I've got a Santa and Mrs. Claus coming from Crafting Madness. Kind of like the one that I made with the Santa. Thanks, Mom. Thank you, Valerie. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks, Pamela. And I have a snowman coming. I have a gingerbread coming. So I've got quite a few Christmas coming up. So I think those will be it for Christmas this year. And then I'm going to start on Valentines probably beginning of December. Because that's when our private group opens. And I'll be working on, I may do a Christmas lantern swag, I'm not sure in there, but I know I'm going to be doing a lot of Valentines. So my first design in the private group, I'm not going to tell you what it is, you're going to have to wait to see it, but I can give you a big hint. Think Marilyn Monroe. Kiss on the hand, maybe. I don't know that word. Quite confident, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. Right? I know, I'm not going to quit my day job. I promise. Alright, y'all. So, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for coming. I appreciate all of your support. You've all been amazing. And you have a great night. Bye.